Hi guys, welcome to Coding Ambitions. This is Sunil Dhiman. Today we will learn about Jetpack Compose. So that is a new modern toolkit from Android. So before this, all of you were using the XML layouts and creating the code using the Java or Kotlin. So and this Jetpack Compose is completely written in Kotlin. So if you only know about Java, so then you can't use this Jetpack Compose. So you need to learn Kotlin as well first for that. So today we will learn about that, how it is different from like using the XML based layouts, or what are its advantages. So yeah, so let's see about this. So Jetpack Compose is Android's recommended modern toolkit for building native UI. So it simplifies and accelerates UI development on Android. You can see. So it simplifies and accelerates. So along with simplification, it provides acceleration as well in development. So that is a good thing. So let's say this Jetpack Compose is completely based on state. So declarative UI syntax is used here. So if you don't know about what is declarative UI syntax, so let me tell you about that. So let's say if we have declared the UI here, right? So let's say this is the UI part here. Let's say this text box is here. So we have declared this, and so we are not gonna update the things manually here. So that is gonna update it automatically by state. So this variable is a state here. Let me show that with the example of a project. So yeah, let's go to here. So this is a simple example of Compose app. So you can see we have a state variable here, like creating text, show image. We are using remember. As of now, these you can ignore these things like what are remember and what we are doing, because if you are new to Jetpack Compose, then you will not going to understand this. So yeah, this is column, like using the layouts in the column. All these things I will be gonna cover in the coming tutorials of Jetpack Compose. This is just for like what is Jetpack Compose and how it works. Basically just that is, this tutorial is a basic intro of that. So okay, so let's come to this point. So let's say if there is some text, let's say you can just assume it is a string, and that is having text, initial text as and hello Android, right? So let's run it, and we have a button on click here. So what we will do is whenever we will click on button, so we will change that text, and then what will happen is, depending upon that text, there are two changes will happen here, because that text is being used here. So this will automatic update, and on clicking we are doing this variable is also being updated, and this variable is being used here. So this thing will also update. So this is the state, and this is the UI. So depending upon this state variable, this UI will get updated. So let's see what happens. You can see this drawable appears here depending upon this, and then it's going back because we are toggling it here. So we are not doing that thing here. So we are not setting it, like we are not displaying it and hiding it. So right, it's being done automatically depending upon this state, right? So this is similarly this text, depending upon this state, this widget is getting updated. This got updated initially while we click on that. We updated it once. We are not updating it next time. So we can say sorry, we can say, so if we update any state, then depending upon that, UI gets updated automatically. This is declarative UI syntax. Okay, right, cool. I think Jetpack Compose is cool thing. So if you guys are gonna try it, you are gonna love it if you are Kotlin developer. But for that you need to be Kotlin developer. You need to learn Kotlin as well first of that. And I will be covering Kotlin tutorials as well in the coming playlist. Parallelly, I think I will try to do that parallelly with Jetpack Compose, so that you guys will get a glimpse of Kotlin as well before learning this. So this is about Jetpack Compose. Let's go back to there and let's see what are the some things in Jetpack Compose. So it's modern toolkit, right? It makes building UI faster and easier. Yeah, it makes, because now we don't need to write like XML layouts and then writing the code here, how we were going to do it in the like traditional ways. So yeah, it's faster, of course, it's faster. And so So all the disadvantages are there. Less code. Yeah, code will be very less intuitive. It's easy to discover and easy to use. It's very simple. It accelerates development. Yeah, that's also true. And we can see some of the production apps are also using this. Yeah, we can see that. Let's quick start. So this is just the basic of like how we can start. It's just a simple project. We don't need to worry about how it's different from that, but just need to include some dependencies there, like Compose UI. These are some dependencies. So like Compose Foundation, Compose UI tooling. This is our preview. So these are some dependencies which we need to add, and then we are ready to go. We can see those dependencies here. So if you see, yeah, you can see these plugins. We applied some plugins here like Jetpack. These are some Kotlin library plugin application, Kotlin Android. These are just some plugins. You can see dependencies are being added here. So these are just normal dependencies, core KTX, lifecycle runtime. You used to do it in Android as well, activity compose, and these are some compose related. We are using compose bomb. Actually, it's a collection of some like version related. If we specify the version here, then we don't get some kind of conflicts like for material 3 we have different version, for this we have different. So that's why we use compose bomb preferably, and we specify the version here. So then all these compose related dependencies will pick up this version, and we need to upgrade version. Let's say we want to upgrade only at first place. So these are some cool libraries. So you should try Jetpack Compose, and its future is gonna bright, I think, because it's accelerating the development, and it's making like doing everything from the single like KT files, no XML here. XML will be used only for like drawables and other things, but for the UI perspectives there will be no XML here. That is completely based on state and UI. We can use preview as well here directly. So yeah, we will going to cover all these things in coming tutorials. So this is just a glimpse of what is Jetpack Compose. So it's a modern toolkit library. So it's very cool. You should try it, and we are gonna learn some cool things about this. I will be covering some tutorials over all the basic things which we need to learn about Jetpack Compose. So these are some cool apps. You can see they are already using it in production. They are very popular apps. Disney, Swiggy, Mojo, Flex, Grab, Twitter, Lyft, Play Store, Google Play as well. So you can see. So yeah, these are some apps which are already in production and using Jetpack Compose. So I think we should try to start using Jetpack Compose. And guys, I'm also going to start playlist for that. So stay tuned for that. And I hope you like this tutorial, and where we discuss what is Jetpack Compose and how it's different. And in the coming tutorials, we will also learn about Kotlin multi-platform and Compose multi-platform as well. Those are new cool things related to Kotlin that allows you to share code between Android and iOS. Okay, thanks guys. I hope you guys have found it useful, and if you like tutorials, please share it. Subscribe my YouTube channel for cool tutorials coming related to Jetpack Compose in the near future. So yeah guys, thanks guys. Bye bye. Have a great day. Keep coding.